While you at it peeping this shit, go ahead to youtube.com/WaterwayTV and subscribe to that shit. Yeah, you know the waves in it. Baseball when hitting a home run, hit it with the coldest rains. And even on my bad days, I'm a clutch to finish. The track diminished, the booth burnt, hands is itching. Damn.
Welcome back to another episode of Waterwave TV interviews. Today we got Westside Kobe in the building, and yes, once again, Tori himself from Toxic Talk.
What's the word?
Man, we chilling. It's been a good day, a little day off from the store. Like I do every time, we always want to get into the music, but we always start with trying to get the background on the people I'm interviewing. A little bit about where you're from and where you grew up and kind of how that was. It's usually how we start.
I'm from Minnesota. I grew up here, then I moved to Chicago when I was little, kind of like back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came back 7th grade for my 7th grade year school type shit.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, after that, I've just been here.
Since 7th grade?
Yeah.
In St. Paul for the most part, the whole time. What is like, would you say, did you take anything from like growing up a little bit in Chicago? Any lingo, any business advice, shit like that?
When you stand down there, you adapt to how everybody talk and all that shit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But when you go anywhere, it's kind of gonna be like that. It's gonna rub off on you. Certain shit gonna rub off. But for the most part, I was young, really just worried about playing and shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So when I came back in the 7th grade, that was pretty much it.
When did you find like the love for music? Were you always into hip hop and just listening to music? And then I guess when did you start like freestyling, or when did you start making music?
My family and shit always been playing music, all type of music and shit. My brother actually was rapping and shit. My brother Smoothie and shit. He was rapping, so I used to watch him actually record. Like he always used to write raps and shit, but when he actually came back with like a CD with like his voice and shit on it, I'm like, oh damn, I'm really trying to do that shit too now. I liked that shit.
Do you when you make music, do you freestyle a lot? Do you like to write, or a little bit of combo of both?
Yeah, combo of both. Cause like even when I'm writing a song, like I'm freestyling first, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah, just off the top, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna keep that part.
Yeah.
I feel that's so like a little bit of combo of both.
Yeah.
For I guess the people watching, you used to go by King Savage,
Right.
correct? And then now Westside Kobe.
Right.
What was like the reason for the change of name?
Well, like me going to prison, it was really like just growth and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know. Like, I said it before in my other interview, but like, Kobe stand for knowledgeable, outstanding black entrepreneur. So like, that's where I see myself when I'm said and done. So that's what really sparked it. And then the West Side part is just like, that's where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? But another reason why is like the copyright. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Westside Kobe copyrighted. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have King Savage copyrighted.
Yeah, probably a little bit more of a common name, I guess, or just Savage in general.
Yeah, like
people adding their own front and back to it.
It's easy for some. It's like, and I really started getting into the business aspect of the music till like I went to prison.
Yeah. And
really, you know what I'm saying, ran into people, chopped it up, and then really just got older and mature and thinking about, you know what I'm saying?
So you meet like music heads when you were in prison?
Yeah, I met a lot of people that do music, produce music and shit. Still waiting on certain people to get out, you know what I'm saying?
To collab with
like,
and shit.
Yeah, like, you know, like federal prison is like, it's not like I'm just meeting people in Minnesota, like people from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Cali, Atlanta, Chicago, all that shit. So yeah.
Where was this at? Like when you were in federal prison? Was it in Minnesota?
No, the facility in Wisconsin. But they got federal facilities all over.
Okay. And talking about other interviews, I heard that you got like all your tattoos in prison as well.
Hell yeah.
I guess like explain that, like how does that go down in prison, like getting tattoos and shit?
Basically it's crazy though, cause like you got two different type of COs. So like, which is the guards and shit. So like, you got guards that, you know what I'm saying, they just be like, don't let me catch you type shit, which the guard do a round every 30 minutes. So you got somebody on lookout while you getting tatted for 30 minutes straight, stop type shit. And then you got guards that'd be like, man, let me see that tattoo. That shit cold.
Like they're fucking with it.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Does someone like sneak a tattoo gun in somehow, or like they're doing stick and pokes? Like what's going on?
They like they make the ink and shit. I don't know. I don't know how. I ain't never really asked that about how they necessarily made it. I heard it before, but I forgot. But and then it's needles around, and you get jobs in different spots in prison, so you might have access to needles and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how that shit go. Like.
So before you were locked up, you were going by King Savage, and then when you got out is when you were like, I'm gonna take this shit more serious, changing my name, rebranding myself, like getting licenses and really trying to push it.
Right.
And then I feel like, so when did you get out? Like what year?
I got out February 3rd, 2021.
2021. So then and then I guess that's probably around the time that you guys started working together, or a little bit more recent, a little bit farther after that?
No. We started working together about 4 months ago, maybe, something like that.
Yeah, because we talked about on Tarzan's interview, we talked about like NDO, how it's been around for a long time, but now it's kind of starting to get taken a little more serious, with the branding and everything.
Yeah. So the thing is, when I see him back out and then I see he's taking it serious again. I obviously known him for a long time, but like I always thought the NDO thing was always catchy, so I was just kind of like, let's just stick with the NDO and actually make something out of that, like a brand, and make it bigger than what it should be. And no one else really like had it, so I was just like, bet it's actually a good name. No one else is really using it like that. Yeah, let's keep doing it. So just made the business behind it, and now we're just starting to market it and keep it going.
So because like I see, like your gram, it's NDO Kobe. Is Westside Kobe always going to be the name? Yeah. Or I didn't know if like ever NDO was going to like turn into like the rap name, or if that's just like
it's just like a marketing scheme to like make it kind of.
Yeah, and I feel that it's just like with the Water Wave thing. No one's rapper name is like Water Wave Calvino or anything like that. But on Instagram, you rep it hard. I want to talk about. I guess let's get into some of your music. You've obviously done hundreds of thousands, millions of views total, hundreds of thousands on videos, and you just recently dropped a Super Gremlin remix. Which I guess is that what you were talking about right before we started, or it's almost at like 20?
Oh yeah, it's past 20 now.
Just broke over 20,000 really fast. I like the remixes. We talked a little bit about it on Tarzan's, about like how it can help you gain a lot of fans and reach new levels. Was the Super Gremlin one kind of like on that? This is a popular song. A lot of people are remixing it. Let me do my thing. Let me talk my shit. Yeah. Is that, and then getting the video out? Like, what was kind of like the process on why you chose that song to remix?
Yeah, I fucked with the song tough. Like, I fucked with Kodak version tough and shit. And then, like, everything was catchy for me. Like, the beat, you know what I'm saying? The way it was coming and shit. So I was like, I want to do that, and I want to, do a little bit more, like, with the video, like, as far as the scenes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we had put that together pretty smooth.
So I seen Tori, you were acting in it, right?
Yeah.
You were getting, like, robbed or something going on in there.
Snaked out.
How did all of you guys meet? The whole NDO crew,
basketball
in general.
Basketball at El Rio.
Yeah, basketball, like,
I was
like in high school and shit. Like you guys went to school together, or just lived in the same neighborhood? Or
did you go to Humboldt at all?
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, so we did go to school together for a little bit, but I got kicked out kind of right away. Yeah. So, yeah, I had to relocate.
But you always just stayed in touch.
Yeah.
Just growing up around the Westside for real, like we always ran into each other. You know what I'm saying? Played outside, all type of shit, kicking it, just chilling, and it just elevated as the years went on.
I feel that.
Yeah, it's kind of that kid that's just everywhere. I hang out with kids my age, kids older than me. It's funny back then.
What would you say most of your support comes from? Is it like you get you get a lot of love like in person, or like online, or like where's like your strong suit? I feel like where your fans engage with you the most.
Yeah, it is like one person and shit. Like I don't know, it'd be crazy because like I had a situation like where I be with my mom and shit, and like that shit be tripping her out. Like we had went out to eat and shit this little place called Baker Square, and then like this lady had came up to me and she was like, excuse me, like, and then my mom was looking crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? She like, my daughter's scared, but she knows him. Your son's a rapper. Ooh, my mom was blushing and shit. It made me feel good though, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I fuck with that.
That's funny. Like, someone's kid was too shy to come up. That's actually, that's pretty monumental.
Yeah.
I said, especially in a Baker Square.
Yeah.
Catching you anywhere now. They won't catch you anywhere. What's your biggest plan as a music artist, or like what you want to accomplish? Like some people want to touch $1 million off music. Some people want to do something for their community. Some people want to just prove people wrong. Do you have like your purpose and why you're making music and why you're trying to succeed?
I actually do music as far as like long term supporting my people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's so much more that I want to do. Like, I want to invest in shit, and like, I want to eventually have a platform to like help the youth. You know what I'm saying? Because the youth is the future and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as far as like all the shit going on, like the youth, the generation gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I felt like, oh, yeah, our generation fucked up. We the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it go under us. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. So like that shit keep getting worse. Like, it's a motherfucker want to stop that cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Is there anything you learned when you were younger, or just something that maybe you seen or got told that has like stuck with you, like something that almost like a life lesson, like when you were younger, that you've always kind of lived by, or anything like that, or I guess along your career, even if it was later than being a kid?
Pretty much, me just maturing has changed, like the way I think and what I take with me, like, because just like now, like the kids, and I was that age and shit, I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck like what necessarily other people had to say. Like, I listen sometimes, but I'm like a sponge. I like wring out the bullshit and take it and what I want to take in. But just me maturing and getting to the age where now I'm willing to listen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had to get to that part. But when you're young, you'll be damn near one-minded. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
what do you? I guess this kind of like a loaded question, but what do you think Minnesota needs? Like, maybe just like a simple answer, but like Minnesota needs to get like that recognition of like an actual good state for hip hop music, because we're definitely not there yet, but we have the capability of doing it. Like, people know, they know. Like, people that pay attention, they know that we got music, we got the talent, we got we got the support. It's just not a global scene. But like, what do you think is like necessary?
Pretty much, I like the shit a lot of people's doing though. Like, you know, even with this, you know what I'm saying? I be saying the Motivation to Hustle blog, shit like that. I like a lot of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like need more support, because really, I'ma just be real. It could be done without support too. You just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta work harder. You gotta do shit outside the state. You know what I'm saying? And mesh it with doing shit inside the state. You know what I'm saying? Which is another path. But if motherfuckers was more locked in and more supportive and shit, that'd be better. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have any big plans for this year? I know we do got a show coming up March 4th that you're a part of. It's you, Tarzan, Tracy Green, Jake Giller, Kelvino, and Bobby Raps is headlining it. But I guess besides like the show that we got coming, is there any like moves that you're like excited about that you can tell us, or like any releases that you're excited about that you can tell us about without spilling too much, I guess? I
mean, we're gonna be doing a lot more shows. We're trying to get some features going with people that's, you know, popular. Working on a mixtape right now too as well. That'll be out sometime this year.
How much has your music changed from when you started, like releasing music videos, to now? Like, you yourself, how much have you grown, and like how much has your music grown?
See, I feel like my shit grew a lot. I got a lot of shit that's different now that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit I didn't used to rap about. Like, I never rapped about, I didn't make songs about females or females turning up, shaking their ass. One of the songs for them and shit, or like songs just full of pain and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always had it. I mean, I always was versatile and could do it, but I was stuck trying to do one sound. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just elevation.
Who influenced you to start making music, or I guess who were you listening to maybe that you started and you're like, I could do this, or I want to be like him?
It wasn't really like no certain rapper, like, but my brother goes back to saying I seen my brother make music.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
But as far as rappers, I just listen to a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So like, I fucked with a lot of rappers and shit. But as far as starting, I would say like, oh, yeah, I watched my brother.
Is there any artist in Minnesota you want to collab with that you haven't yet? Because I know you said you got like a tape coming and you were trying to get features with some bigger names, but like besides like trying to get bigger names, is there anyone like in the scene that maybe you have a song coming out with that is unreleased that you're excited for people to hear, or like anyone that you want to work with if they're listening to tap in or some shit?
I got some features I've done with people in like from Minneapolis and shit, and supposed to be shooting videos and shit to it. You know what I'm saying? That's coming up. Other than that, I'm willing to work with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people be thinking like we just be so isolated. Like, no, we ain't trying to work. You know what I'm saying? Because of how far. You know what I'm saying?
How far you came. Yeah.
But
like you're on a different stature than a lot of other people. Like that's how it's kind of perceived, I guess, by a new artist to be like, oh, he's, you know, this is like the top guy. Like I'm scared to message him, type shit. Because like you've definitely your numbers, your track record, and everything just show 'em. But I guess on that, do you have like a name for your tape or anything you got planned for it?
I'm dropping the tape. It's called Should Have Been an Album.
Okay, Should Have Been an Album.
Yeah, I just wanted to make it different, catchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, make a motherfucker pay attention. Yeah,
what should we expect to hear on there? Some new type of Westside Kobe, some of the old shit. Like, what should we expect?
It's like combination of all that shit and more. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna really, like, when I'm done with it, you're not gonna be like, I know what I'm finna hear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This one's kind of a deep one, but what's the most important thing to you in life? Is it the music? Is it the family?
My daughter.
Your daughter? How I guess, like, how old is she and how has she like impacted like your music career? Maybe has she like pushed you to like make this shit happen? Like really like make it happen?
Yeah, she's 7. You know, I kind of started before having her, but it definitely affected after. That's actually when I started really going hard. That's them years, you know what I'm saying?
Been taking it serious.
Yeah, like she was born in 14, so that's them years I was.
Yeah, that's literally the past. Like I have written on here 7+ years of going crazy, and it's really been 7+ years of you guys going crazy. Sometimes a blessing in life is kind of like what you need to like spark something special. So that might have been your spark to start something special. But I talked about it in the last interview I did, but how I think like NDO and you guys are really like one of the crews that could really get put on any day now. Right. In a previous interview, you said you got contacted by Sony. Was that right after you got out of jail, or was that before?
No, I was actually on the run. I was on the run from prison.
From before you did the
time
4 years.
Yeah.
And then did they ever follow up with you when you got out, or was there any communication after that or anything?
No. It's like, you know, I mean, my mom had asked me that shit too, like, because when I was on the run, like, do you feel like it's a missed opportunity? I'm just like, it's just motivation for like, you know, the years pass and different shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, different artists, especially if artists go ghost, they don't know why. They don't know I was in prison, you know what I'm saying? So like, now I just feel like work hard again. It gonna happen again.
You're gonna get the opportunity again. What do you think is your biggest key for why you've had success? For me, I guess, while you could think about your answer, I think it's just the authenticity of your music and like preaching what you're singing about and like living real life. like living experiences and talking about them. A lot of people rap about shit that they don't know anything about, and you can kind of just tell it. Like it just doesn't have that same feel.
Right.
But I guess you could answer the question for yourself. But I kind of feel like that's kind of like why you've had success, and you represent where you're from, and people around there fuck with your music, and they fuck with you, and they think you are a good representation of where they're from.
Right.
So I guess from the outside looking in, I'd say that's like kind of like your biggest part of why you're successful. I don't know if you have another view on maybe why you're.
That's pretty much it. Been through shit, seen shit. You know what I'm saying? Like went through tough times. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just easy. It's natural for me to just tell this shit the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a feel for it. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to think too hard. I ain't thinking about nothing. I just feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Just feel the music and make it.
Yeah.
Is there anybody like in the Twin Cities area that you would kind of like look up to in like the music game out here that has kind of like helped you or like helped you pave the way, or has it just been kind of like just you and your guys just making shit happen?
Look up to? Nah. It's people I just be watching, and I be seeing people, you know, I'm grinding and shit, and I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. You know what I'm saying? If I like that shit, I'm fucking with the shit. I'm not gonna be like, that ain't me, or that's not NDO, so I ain't fuck that shit. Fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how I move. I'm different with that shit. So like, I just see a lot of people grinding different ways. Whether they doing music, shooting videos, blogs, podcasts. You know what I'm saying? I support all that shit.
Yeah, I think the more the merrier. Like the more podcast channels, the more news channels, like you're saying, the Minnesota Motivation to Hustles, all of them is really what is kind of needed just to shine more light on people. But people gotta follow those channels too. There's definitely a lot of channels that just don't get the love and they're posting every single day, telling everybody about what's going on, and they just don't get the love. But I think in general there is a good fan base here, but it's just hard to get everybody to tie into one person or to one motive, which necessarily doesn't need to happen, but you see it work in a lot of other markets where like everybody's kind of pushing that one artist right now, and taking turns. I guess like besides yourself, is there any artist out here that you would say is like on their shit, like you would give props to, or is it just kind of like you guys are like I don't want to like make you sound like you're selfish, where you saying you're like you think you're the best or I'm the best or whatever, but that's the way you should think, and you guys are definitely in the argument that you guys should be like the most notable out of St. Paul, Minneapolis area. But is there anyone like you give props to of like how well they've through their career so far?
Yeah, I fuck with Haji shit.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck with Haji.
Tap in with his shit then too, I guess. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish out?
Nah, pretty much just, you know, RP to Fallen, free the guys, you know what I'm saying? Tape on the way, shout out Waterwave, NDO only.
Tap in. We got a show March 4th at the Poorhouse downtown featuring Westside, Kobe, Tarzan, Tracing Green, Jake Giller, Calvino, and Bobby Raps. Pop out. Ticket link is in the description, $25. Don't want to miss out. The doors are at 9 p.m. His music will also be in the description, Instagrams, all that on the screen in the description. Tap in with NDO. They got a lot of cool shit coming. The show was actually co-promoted, put on by NDO with us. So first of many shows. It's early in the year. 2022 is about to be a crazy year for everybody. Everybody that has been working is going to pay off this year.
Facts.
And the following year.
For sure.
It's really that glow time from Minnesota. So if you are watching this and you fuck with Westside Kobe, make sure you share this so more people can hear his story and tap in with his music following the interview. You can follow us at Waterwave TV on Instagram and all platforms, waterwavetv.com to check out everything else we got. Studio, store, 1521 Como Avenue Southeast, all that. But yeah.
Yeah,